All right, we're going to go get started. Over the past couple of business meetings, I don't know if you've noticed the trend, we've been talking about how to generate more business. And with our last one, we talked about how to build your database, for those of you that were here. And the challenge was to just find 60 minutes in the morning when you start your work day to do something to work on your business. And some of the recommendations were, look at your database. Maybe reorganize your database, warm, hot leads, past clients. And so that's all geared around your actual workday, time you're working on your business. But what we also realize is that most agents, when they get into this business, one of the things they say is what? I want flexibility. I want to control my own schedule. And then 2 years later, we hear them frustrated and say, I have no control over my schedule. I can't do anything I want to do. Why did I get into this business? So today, I want to try and teach you how to make over your mornings, the time before you start working on your business. And it's a book review from Laura Vanderkam, who has written a short book called What the Most Successful People Do Before Work. And I wanted to show another quick video now that I turned off the screen that focuses on willpower. Let's see if this will work.
And that's where we come in. Today's well-past exercise brings you 2 workouts.
Okay. So I had a hard time finding a short little video. But the point I was trying to get across to you is that willpower is a muscle, right? It's something you can use and strengthen, and it becomes fatigue with overuse. And anytime people leave cookies out in the cafe, I can walk past them until about 3:30. And then upstairs, I'm coming up, maybe I need to go downstairs to see how many cookies are left. Right? I mean, you cave in. It's hard, especially in real estate when you have so many challenges coming at you all the time. Because over the course of a day, think of your willpower as like the gauge on your gas tank. Eventually it gets to empty. Eating all the cookies doesn't help you replenish your reserves. It just keeps you from having to make a tough decision. And most of those self-control issues or failures happen at the end of the day. You know, if you don't get it done sometime during the day, by the time you're finished, we put it on our to-do list for tomorrow. And early mornings are really the only time when most of us have control of our schedule. Like, who has children? What, before they get up? Like, okay, you'll get there, Marty. You'll get there. Hang in there, buddy. So there's a slogan that says that it has to happen first. So I want to break that down for you a little bit. I'll show you what we're talking about. Okay. I realized a long time ago, I'm not embarrassed to admit this, but I really didn't start my work day until about 9. Actually doing work related to my business. You know, reading the newspaper, that's not necessarily work. But by the time I would wake up, which is (5:20 to 5:30), how many hours is that? 3.5 hours? So 3.5 hours of time in the morning that I was spending before I really started working. And I'm not going to fill out all this stuff in there. It's mainly watching episodes on Netflix, smoking cigarettes. No. You know, when you have kids, I mean, you know that a lot of this time is filled up with what? Getting them ready, going to school. So what I did was first just look at all of my time. How many hours do I have? Because you can't do anything while you're asleep. But how many hours do you have in the day from when you wake up to when you really start working? And then I tracked it. I didn't start doing something differently. I tracked it for 2 weeks to see, okay, this is what I did. I got up, hit my alarm twice, went to the kitchen at 5:45, made some coffee, went on a walk, took a shower, ate breakfast, 5 minutes, and really tracked it to see, oh my gosh, did I just take a 15-minute shower? Maybe I did. I don't know. You don't realize what you're doing until you start tracking it. For instance, who likes to listen to music when they do something? Right. Why? It passes the time. You don't realize how long it really takes. Start listening to music while you're getting ready in the morning. Most people are constantly running late because they're not paying attention to what time it is. So I was listening to music, getting ready, taking a shower. And so I spent 2 weeks looking at that time from when I woke up, from when I actually started doing what I call productive work, working on my business. And what I'd like for y'all to do right now is just on a sheet of paper, what you're currently doing. You're not going to have to share this with anybody, but what time do you normally currently wake up, and then what time do you normally start working on your business? Doing real estate work. It could be an hour. Some people get up and go right to work, start checking emails. But I just want you to write down on a normal work day. Don't be embarrassed about what you're doing. You're not listing what you're doing. You're just listing the time. Okay? The time you wake up and the time you start working. There's no right or wrong answer. We're in real estate. Your schedule's flexible. So you can work on your business whenever you want. But I'm just curious. You get up and start checking emails immediately, Jen. 6 a.m.
7:30. I sleep in.
Okay. But listen. There is no right or wrong answer.
But I also don't have anything because the dog's holding it with my face.
We all have different alarm clocks. So, obviously mine's around 3:30. If I stay up past 10:30 or 10:45, I have a real hard time getting up at 5:20. So usually I miss that. But if I go to bed, I get up, and I've got 3.5 hours, and there's all kind of crazy stuff going on in that 3.5 hour window. So I usually get here by 8, and then I do some things here. So that's all we have to do is just identify the number of hours. So I'm going to give you some homework for our next meeting, because a 2-week time period gives us an average, right? So I just want you to think about what you're currently doing. Don't change anything. But over the next 2 weeks, just make a note of what you do during this window. Maybe you only have an hour and a half from when you get up and when you start working. Maybe it's 30 minutes. Maybe it's 4 hours. Whatever it is, it's your time. So you track it, and just for 2 weeks, our next business meeting is on the 25th. Just track what you're doing. It doesn't have to be down to the minute, but maybe 10 or 15-minute increments. You don't have to share this with anybody. So if you get up and watch an episode of Stranger Things every morning, that's cool. It's your time. That might make you super productive for the rest of the day. But imagine if you tracked your time for 2 weeks. And you come to the business meeting on the 25th. And imagine if we helped you figure out how to just make over 20 or 30 minutes of that time, that if you reorganize that over the next 3 months, how much of an impact just a small amount of time in changing your routine could have on your personal life, could have on your business. We never try to convince y'all that you have to make really big changes in real estate or in your life to do things that will get you to your goal faster. But in 2 weeks, I'm going to show you what I do in the morning. You might think it's weird. I don't know. It's what works for me. And that's the most important thing, is we're all different. And it's about identifying what's going to work for you. And I'll give you a little teaser. I like to read. But if I wait and try to read when I get home, I can't even read 2 pages. I will fall asleep. Because what I'm trying to read at like 10:30 at night, or 10 o'clock. So I now read something that I don't really care about because it helps me fall asleep in like 10 minutes. But I'm not trying to read something that I'm interested in to retain the knowledge. So I found a way to squeeze in 15 minutes of reading every morning. I'm a slow reader. So it takes me a long time to read a book. If I spend 15 minutes, 5 or 6 days a week reading a book, I can finish 2 or 3 books in a month. Whereas it's taken me 2 or 3 months to finish a book. So that was something that was important to me. And that's why I decided to kind of remake Over the Morning. So the challenge is, don't think about what you want to be doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Track your time in that morning. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to teach you how to reorganize that. Because look, this is not all about business. We know how busy y'all are. Alan just shared with you the numbers. Most of y'all are so busy during the day, you have very little time to do things that bring you more meaning to life, which is why you got into this business, is to be able to do things you want to do. So track that, and we'll help you figure out how to squeeze some more time out of your mornings so that they're more impactful, so that January 1, when you're ready to start the new year, you've already built some daily rituals or habits that will help you achieve the things you really want to do. Because Julie is going to start the end of this month and the month of October talking about business planning and goal setting. And I thought it'd be helpful if we gave you kind of a head start, because some of those goals need to be about personal goals. A lot of them are about real estate and work. But 20, 30 minutes could really help you be that much closer to reaching one of your goals. So that's your homework. Just track your time. You don't have to share it with anybody, unless you think it's really funny, because I love funny stuff. Share it with me. Like, Reynolds, can you believe I did this for 45 minutes? No, I cannot. I cannot. Thank you for sharing. But it's a fun exercise. No reason to feel ashamed. There's no right or wrong thing to do in the morning. And it's just for you. I'm not going to make you share it with anybody in 2 weeks. So this is about you. It's not a group exercise. And I hope you'll attend our meeting in 2 weeks, and we can start working on how to make over your morning with just some little simple changes. So appreciate you all being here today. Sarah ordered lunch, and it should be here, I guess, in the next 5 or 10 minutes.